Across the internet, people have been wondering who is Lamzu. They just came out of nowhere and made two killer products. But with the release of their new mousepad, the Energon, I now have some answers to you. So if you know anything about the lore of Transformers, you know that Energon is the primary source of energy for the Transformers. So I've come to the conclusion that your Atlantis mouse and this Energon mousepad is made by freaking Optimus Prime. So thanks to Lamzu or Optimus Prime for sending this Energon mousepad for review. The surface of this pad is made from a nylon-lycra blend, so it's basically spandex. The hand feeling is like a pair of cycling shorts and it's very smooth to touch and not abrasive at all. The feeling is in fact quite silky and feels really good to use. Luckily this product works much better as a mousepad than my smelly cycling shorts, so that is also a big plus. The base is something that I was a bit skeptical at first because it seems similar to the base on the Xtrify GP4, which did not stay in place at all on my desk. But luckily there are zero similar problems with the Energon. It stays really well in place. I guess the fact that the pad was actually shipped flat packed plays a role in this staying at my desk so well, and also the base feels a bit softer than the variant on the GP4. The base is actually pretty soft and the softness is somewhere between the Artisan Soft and Artisan X Soft. The stitching on this pad is also really well made. It sits a bit below the surface and it's quite tight. Not as tight as on the Artisan pads, however, but you know, you will not feel this stitching in use. That is certain, and truthfully, this is the best stitching I have seen by far from a mousepad at this price point, which is like $35 or 39 euros from Max Gaming for us EU customers. The combination of the base and the surface makes this pad perform really well in gaming. During the period of testing, this felt really familiar to me speed-wise. It almost felt like I was playing on a smoother feeling Hayate Otsu, and from the friction tests, I was really surprised to see that my feeling was actually spot on. So like I do nowadays, I tested this pad with two friction tests, table tilting test and a timed sliding test, and then compared the results to other pads I've tested. The static friction sits between the Hayate Otsu and the Hien X Soft, which in a sense makes a lot of sense because the softness is around there as well. You feel a small tug when getting the mouse to move, but the static friction is at the level that doesn't hurt my micro corrections at all. The dynamic friction tests revealed that the pad has in fact exactly the same amount of dynamic friction than the Hayate Otsu Soft. So no wonder it felt similar. One thing to note also is the results with this pad were incredibly consistent in both tests. Overall it sits in the middle of my mastersheet speed ranking, but this pad is really balanced in terms of static and dynamic friction, and no doubt you could use this in tracking heavy games and also tag shooters without issues. Like all softer pads, it feels a bit slower with smaller skates because the skates dig a bit deeper to the pad, but with skates like on the GPX, XM2WE, Pulsar X2, Vaxi XC, the pad feels really good. Only skates I really had issues with were the stock skates on my HDS Plus, but truthfully, those skates are dog shit. Oh yes, about the sizing. The pad is sized 480 x 410 and it's 4mm thick, so nothing special there. You can get this pad for $35 from Lamzu's own store or for around 40 euros plus shipping from Max Gaming, and with the price considering it ships flat packed, has really good stitching and performs exceptionally well, it is a pad that I can safely recommend. So Lamzu or Optimus Prime managed to release another banger product, and I'm looking forward to what kind of pads they release next. You can find my detailed test results from the master sheet I have linked to the description below, and if you found this video helpful, consider dropping a sub and liking the video. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Optimus Prime making really banger products for gaming. That's about it. See you in the next one. Goodbye.